Arthas versus Gul'dan.
Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here, with some more matches of Hearthstone. This time, my Paladin deck, which does indeed include Millhouse Manastorm and Lorewalker Cho. We're up against the Warlock here, and I want some early game. That's not that early an early game, but we'll do with it what we can. This deck has a lot of healing in it and a lot of mechanics that hopefully will keep it in the game long enough.
We have turned our curse into our
it's an
strength.
even Warlock. This could potentially be bad, because chances are this Warlock is going to hero power for 1 every turn, and then very quickly gain an 8/8 Mountain Giant, which at least I can turn into a 1/8 Mountain Giant, until he silences it, whereupon it then becomes an 8/8 Mountain Giant. I hope your first turn is going to be, yep, a hero power, because if it was something else, I'd be very concerned. I do not have a good play, so hero power it is. I have Consecration, Equality, and many things to help mitigate dangerous threats and stall out so that my more dangerous threats can come out, like the Lich King. The Lich King is in this deck. You keep looking at that hero power button, I imagine you're going to press it at some point. The even mechanic means that he can only have even-costed cards in his deck, which means that usually he can play a hero power as well, unless he's playing a 10-mana card. There is a Plated Beetle. I think I'm going to Acolyte of Pain or Stonehill Defender. Both are pretty good choices. I think Stonehill Defender's better right now. None of these are especially great. That's a pretty decent wall. I don't have a turn 6 right now, so we'll pick the 6-mana card, even if it's not a great card. The 1-mana card was the best statted, but I don't really need a 1-mana play. Drain Soul. Okay. That negates the damage from the hero power. Now I want to play this card. Picking the 1/1 with Divine Shield and Taunt for 1 would have been better for my curve right now, but I do have a pretty decent turn 5 play, and a turn 6 and now a turn 7. The turn 7 will be better if I take damage. What are you going to do when presented with a 1/3 and a 1/1? I'd like you to Defile, that would be wonderful, because then I get 3 cards. But you're not going to Defile. I'm going to Hero Power, giving you a lot of cards, 10 of them. Am I going to see a Mountain Giant? A coin? And a Hellfire? Okay! That did get rid of my board. So it's time to play Rotten Apple Bomb. Nice and on curve. I have lots of choices for turn 6. Various combinations of 3-mana minions, 4 and a 2, 4 and a hero power, Plated Beetle that's definitely going to get destroyed by my Rotten Apple Bomb, or I could destroy it with a True Silver Champion. Oh, hello Millhouse Manastorm. You're not getting played right now. I'm going to play Lord of the Arena. It's a good turn to play it. It also is a pretty high damage minion. Best time to play it, I think, is right now. So you have 10 cards in your hand. If you played a Mountain Giant, I could actually kill it quite capably right now. I hope you don't, but you could. The idea of having Millhouse Manastorm and Lorewalker Cho is that there is a single copy of Call to Arms in my deck, and if you play that on turn 5, there is a good chance that you'll get Millhouse Manastorm, Lorewalker Cho. That's not really going to hit very much. In fact, it only hit 1 card. So I will hit this with that. Do this, and be very mindful of the fact that I might make a bridge for Defile. So I am going to play this minion and the weapon. Didn't want to play a 4 or a 2. I don't have a 2, but I didn't want to play a 2. Don't want to play a 4 so that the opponent can then play a 2 and then Defile and just kill everything. The weapon, I wonder if there's going to be any removal, because Harrison Jones is 5, and one of the oozes, the one that converts the attack of the weapon into armor, is 3. Acidic Swamp Ooze is 2. That could happen. There's the Defile, which only gets rid of 2 of the minions. And now we have a 4/9 to worry about. That's not too bad when it's going to become a 1/9. And there is a Consecration. Hydrologist? Hidden Wisdom is a poor plan. Redemption is actually better. Redemption is better. And I think a Benevolent Gin and a Hero Power. And I think the best thing to do here is to actually go face. Threaten damage at this point. It may force a defensive play. And I want a defensive play right now. Let's see what you do. If you destroy the 4/1, then you're going to give me back a 4/1. Admittedly, the healing is wasted, but the 4 damage isn't. A Defile should still get the 4/1, because that one was there first.
Thank you.
That actually helps me quite a bit. Because then I can trade the 2/1 in and then hit you with the, or you can do the trading for me. Okay. You're playing lots of minions that are all about to die, unfortunately for you. Let's see. Quality. Consecration. Hero Power. Face? No. No. Need that weapon to do some future trading. We could see a Blood Reaver Gul'dan, the Death Knight card for Warlocks. Wouldn't bring back that much, though. 7 health is a dangerous place for you to be. And we have now seen both Defiles. There is still a Hellfire in there. And there's also the Warlock card that, if it deals damage to a minion, heals him, and it can be powered up by him taking damage on his own turn. We haven't seen that yet. That's 4 mana. You probably will see that. Primordial Drake. I do have a Knight in this deck. I do have a Lich King in this deck, and I have a Black Knight. We'll play this for now. Seems like a good play to me. We could get lots of really nice cards. That one might actually be amusing if we get to pull something really good. It takes a card from the opponent's deck and puts it in my hand. They do get to see which card is taken. There are 11 cards left. A lot of things could still be in there. He doesn't have a Mortal Coil. He doesn't have a Defile anymore. You can't have a Mortal Coil. It's 1 mana. Hooked Reaver. Okay.
Your magic shall not save.
You're silencing it so that you can do that. Alright. That's amusing, but let's see what we can get first. Hooked Reaver. Okay. First step. Make this into a 1/7. So that we can then hit it. And then I think the best thing for me to do is probably to play Harrison Jones, maybe? I think having a 4/4 is actually not a bad thing here. An 8/7 is still a dangerous threat. There is a Twisting Nether, most likely. 8 mana, destroys every minion on the board. That's why I didn't play anything like Sunkeeper Tarim or Harrison Jones. Might as well play the card that I stole. There is likely going to be a Blood Reaver Gul'dan at some point.
So many possibilities.
Not going to bring back that much, though. Is that it? No. Face. There's a Twisting Nether incoming. Maybe? No, Twilight Drake. Sea Giant. I think that's it. I have lethal on board.
Will be purged.
Well played. Some taunts there would have probably saved you. A Defender of Argus would have definitely saved you. But you didn't get what you needed. Unfortunately, I did. So victory is mine. Should I do one more? I think one more will do. Will we actually get to play Millhouse Manastorm? If it's in my opening hand and I'm going second, I'll do it. Otherwise, I think I'll wait for a more opportune time. As amusing as it would be to lose terribly because of Millhouse Manastorm, I prefer to play it tactically. Here is a golden druid. This could be a problem. We have 2 true silver champions, don't want them, or both of them anyway. I'll have one. No Millhouse Manastorm, but we do have a turn 1 play. 2 1/1 minions, not bad. There are a number of different druid decks out there. There are rather fast ones, there are really slow ones. They're all pretty good though. Hello,
Hail and well met.
how are you?
My greetings.
You have no turn 1 play, doesn't surprise me. I have one,
Reporting
a turn 1 play that is. You probably do have a turn 2 play. It's a hero power. Against one of my minions. Not my face. Curious. Turn 2, I do have a Mecharoo. But I'll save the Mecharoo. Might as well. Are we going to see a deck centered around Treants? Because that would be interesting to see. Aha! It's a deck focused around Treants. Curious. I think Stonehill Defender is fine here. We get Saronite Chain Gang, a really good 4 mana play. Face. Does get punished by swipe, but I want the opponent to trade into my 1/4. I wonder if this is a Whizbang deck. Whizbang is a legendary that, when you place it in your deck, is the only card in your deck, then becomes a Whizbang is Wonderful deck, and it's one of the decks that is a recipe. There are 2 per class. This is a consecration if ever I've seen one. So we'll get rid of that. And do I want to play the Mecharoo? No, I don't have a decent turn 5 if I do. I could play it on turn 5. Here are some Treants. Lots of Treants here. I'll play this and that. The Treant deck revolves around 2 mechs that are 8/8 with Rush, and they get cheaper for each Treant that has died. There are going to be a lot of Treants in a moment. A lot of them. This could be very bad. Is it here? Not yet. We may be getting quite close to it though. I'm a little concerned about that. But at least if I play... Ooh. Aha! Lord Walker-Cho! You can't do anything against that. You can probably just kill it. But I'll go face. It's probably my best bet right now. We're going to see an 8/8 that rushes out soon. Rush is like charge, but it cannot hit the face on the first turn. You don't see that many charge minions these days. In fact, I don't think there are any charge minions in the most recent expansion. Trade there. True Silver Champion. Trade into Cho, or trade into a 1/1. Trade into a 1/1. There's the Mulch Muncher. There's the 8/8. Well, I've got Treants now at least.
Well played.
That might be useful. I'm not going to play it yet. Options. I have a number of them. One of them is to stall. I could stall by doing this, and then playing a Stonehill Defender to gain Sunkeeper Tarim. That's a good card to have right now. And then we'll make this into a... do I want to make this into a 1/1? Probably not right now, actually. Right now, I probably want to play this, and this,
Reporting for duty.
and then go face.
The battle!
The idea is that we Sunkeeper Tarim at some point, and we deal with that 8/8 Mulch Muncher.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh dear. We're going to see lots of Treants come out. Don't hit my bonbons. Oh no. Alas! At least there aren't going to be any more right now. Well, that was a plan. We could still do stuff with the plan. It's not going to be great. We could do this and then play lots of minions. That's a quality anyway. And hit the 8-1. And then hit this minion.
Evil will be purged.
Like that. And then I want to coin out the Acolyte of Pain. I want more cards, and I want to play a minion that's not going to die immediately to the 2/1s. I still have Sunkeeper Tarim, in case another Mulch Muncher comes out. He does have more Treants. This is something to be very aware of. What is that card? Okay, that's a Treant. 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 I get the feeling I'm just going to be hit a lot now. Where are you hitting? You're hitting my minion. That does help me. Harrison Jones doesn't help me that much. The Lich King actually isn't a bad thing to see right now. It really isn't. Gonna buy me some time. Let's defeat one of these 2/2s. It won't buy me any time if there is a Mulch Muncher, though. Then again, I could Sunkeeper Tarim and Frostmourne the next turn. Let's see.
Who dare?
Cenarius. That's going to buff them all by +2/+2. Not wonderful. But we can stall here. Don't want to play this right now, though. I have a handful of 9 cards. First things first, make this into a 1/8. Then we play
Spectacular.
this, and we play some of these. Now I have the Treants. Actually playing this might not be a bad idea right now, just to get me a bit more health. You have 16 cards, I have 10. I'm further into my deck than you are. Frostmourne will be a good play at some point. I'm half expecting Whispering Woods. That's going to be painful if we get a Branching Paths or a Savage Roar or anything like that, or a Soul of the Forest. Basically this deck works by trading really efficiently and just constantly placing threats on the board. There's nothing really you can kill right now, though. Okay. I could play some really effective minions too. Like some Rotten Apple Bombs. And I ideally want to get rid of you and you. Because they may make Treants when they die, but they still have to die for that to happen first. Force of Nature makes 2 2/2 Treants, which has filled his board so that if he has a Mulch Muncher, he cannot play it. Savage Roar. That's going to deal with everything, but you're going to have to trade a fair few minions in. You're now at 13. Trade. It does heal me quite a bit. If I have a Consecration, this will be a pretty good board. Mind Control tech's pretty good.
Engaging TC-130. Mental
That's pretty nice. And Sunkeeper Tarim may be useful, but instead I'm going to do this and this. So that I have even more taunts! You could Savage Roar again!
The Earth Mother was busy.
Ah, that's pretty powerful. Now, am I dead? The answer is maybe not yet. That's a lot of damage, but it's not over yet. I may be at 10 health and he's at 11. Guardian of Kings. That will prevent my doom, maybe. That puts me at 16. Get rid of that. That becomes a 2-2. 2, 4, 6, and 9. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
What would Uther do?
That's not great.
Nature will rise against you.
Probably best to play something like... do this,
To the breach!
and then Tarim.
Ungoro belongs to the
Does increase the damage of some of the minions, but it does provide me
Well
with a
played.
taunt. I'm still probably dead because he'll have a
Beetleberry,
silence.
my
Or a mulch muncher
favorite.
for 0 mana.
Behold the might of
Or a Stormwind champion that he pulls off a Tortolan Forager. Sometimes that happens, and when it does, you just have to shrug. Well played indeed. I was on the defensive for quite a bit.
My thanks.
So, that was 2 matches with my Paladin deck. Sometimes it wins, sometimes it loses, more often than not it loses, and we didn't get to see Millhouse Manastorm get played. A shame, but sometimes that's how it goes. Would I really wanted to have played Millhouse Manastorm against a opponent who could pull out loads of spells that gave him loads of minions? And then more minions. And then even more minions. Probably not. But 1 win and 1 loss, not the worst thing. And so, when we come back, folks, more matches of Hearthstone with a different deck. Will we eventually see Millhouse Manastorm be played? Possibly, but not right now. I do have a few more decks that I want to show off. A few of them that I quite like, and some of them that need a little bit of tweaking. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. In the end, it doesn't matter if we wait until we get to 10 mana. Millhouse Manastorm normally isn't the best play. But sometimes he is. Sometimes. Later.